What I didn't realize we were going to get is this tidbit, which is now infiltrating itself into all aspects of our business. Okay, so this is what we've learned from Zillow that's just really impacted the way that we think about lead conversion and the way we think about the sales cycle. And hopefully it's helpful to you. And particularly, by the way, if you've been in business for a while, much like we had been, and you kind of feel like, hey, we know what we're doing. We have our way of doing things. And, we were really in that boat too. And we had success, but the reality is our conversion rates were never where we wanted them to be. And so when we came into a relationship with Zillow, they brought something, we thought we were buying leads, but what I didn't realize we were going to get is this tidbit, which is now infiltrating itself into all aspects of our business. And infiltrating, that sounds like a negative word. It's a great thing. We are bringing it through, ushering it, gently and delicately through, very gladly, through all parts of our business, because it's improving our conversion rates on all sources. So here's how the conversation went. We showed our Zillow rep, Alicia Pilatos, who, by the way, is just awesome. She's become a great resource to the team. She's she's like part of the family, right? And so she came to the office and she made an office visit, and she said, Dan, and she actually addressed the entire team. She said, guys, what is the most significant event of 2008? And the reason she asked us that question, by the way, is because of buyer consultations. We were forcing our buyers into consultations where before we would show them a house, we would make them come to the office and make them sit through an hour-long thing or 40 minutes or whatever it was and go through this presentation and the paperwork and sign the document and the loyalty agreement. And you know what? That worked really, really well for us in the past, but we've noticed it's been working less and less. So if you've been noticing that those buyer consultations are less effective, here might be exactly why. She said, again, Dan, what's the most significant event of 2008? And so we all started to guess, right? And so it was like, basically the guesses revolved around the recession. Was it the recession? Was it Bear Stearns going out? Was it the financial meltdown? All those kinds of things. And of course, she said, yeah, those things were significant, but here's what the real thing was. Here was the most significant event of 2008. Okay, you ready? Because you have it right in your pocket right now. It's this guy. She pulled out her iPhone. She said, and so it was the iPhone that came to market in 2008. And she said that was the most significant event, and it's the reason why we see our consultations becoming less and less effective. And so if you think about it, before 2008, who had the information? Okay, real estate agents. We had access to those homes. We could show you or not show you or tell you the price or not. And granted, there were IDX sites and stuff like that, but for the most part, access to information was not as available as it is today. So we could go ahead, and when someone wanted to see a house, we can say, nope, no house for you. Sorry, no house for you. You're going to drive yourself to my office. You're going to sit down. You're going to have a 40-minute buyer consultation. You're going to listen to me talk for a while. Then I'm going to have you sign some paperwork, and then I'm going to show you the house that you want to see. Well, how well did that work? Then, pretty well, actually, right? It worked really well. It was pretty good advice because they would have to do it. You were in control. You had the information. And so these people would go ahead and do that. Well, if you've noticed that the effectiveness of these consultations and that sales rhythm becoming less effective, as the years went by, it's because of this guy. So look, 2008 comes around, and yeah, more people have, access to, let's just call this information, right? Immediacy, right now culture. Well, in 2008, 2009, 2010, 11, it still worked pretty darn well, but each year a little bit less. 12, 2013. Now, fast forward all the way to 2020. Go ahead. Next lead that comes through. Hey, yeah, sure, I could show you that house, but first you're going to circle your way over to my office and sit down for 45. You get the point? Really? Here's the consumer now. Nope. Hang up. Scroll. Click a new person, talking to a new agent, an agent that's going to give me what I want right now. So they taught us we have to go away from that. So the way we're doing it now is actually a very simple script that Zillow gave us. And it's just simple. Hey, Ron, it's Dan with the Beer Home team. I noticed that you inquired on the home on 123 Main Street. When would you like to see the home? Thursday at 3 o'clock. Great. Thursday at 3 o'clock should work wonderfully. By the way, there's going to be a couple more homes that I can already think of that I'm going to want to show you that, fit the parameters of this home. And, I'm going to go ahead and ask them something like, what was it about that house that you like, just out of curiosity, so I understand what your taste is. How long have you been looking for homes? And that's about it. But the point being is this. Hey, Ron, I saw you noticed that this is Dan Beer. I noticed you inquired on the home on 123 Main Street. When would you like to see the home? Done. Set the appointment. Go. You are not going. Look, I get it. But Dan, what if they're not qualified? What if this? You didn't even ask them about the mortgage. I know. Look, you're not going to convince me that reducing friction, making it easier to do business with you, and going out and meeting buyers in person isn't the absolute best way for you to build your book and your pipeline. But Dan, they might not be qualified. Yeah, I understand. They might not be 100% qualified. They might, you don't get a guaranteed deal. Well, last I checked, when we had a buyer consultation, went out and looked at homes, those weren't guaranteed deals either. And I don't know what in life is. There are no guaranteed deals. But I do know that our agents that are out showing more homes are, by no coincidence, selling more houses. So Zillow taught us that, and it's been a great lesson. So anyway, I hope it's helpful. Apply it across all of your sources of business. Apply it in many areas of your life. Meet people where they're at. Give them what they want. Show it. Build rapport, and stop expecting guarantees. Okay? It is not guaranteed that you're going to sell a home to every single person you show a home to. I get it, and if you can get over that, you're going to have more dollars in your pocket at the end of the year. So go make it happen. Do it. Hey, let me know what you think about that. Leave a comment below. And if you want to grab a strategy call with me, just hit up strategycallwithdan.com.